For our welterweight bout, we got Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov. Oh my god, I almost butchered that. But I think Neil Magny is a great gatekeeper fight to debut inside the UFC, especially for somebody at the level of Amosov, right? Because realistically, right, when you take a look at this fight, you see that Yaroslav is like, a former Bellator champion. Right off rip, you're gonna be like, oh my god, dude, somebody debuting from another, like this could go any type of way, patchy mix. After that, I feel like everybody's been freaking terrified. Aaron Pico terrified, But Amoslav here, I think realistically, Amoslav should get this done. Magny is, he's on the older side, 38, has had the most wins inside of welterweight history, has had the most fights inside of welterweight history. I think, he deserves all this credit. He deserves all the respect. Probably will not have never ever touched the title, but he's gonna have a very great time defending in the division, cashing the paychecks. Amoslav is somebody that I don't believe Lightning will strike three times. He was able to win two times in a row versus Ellis Zaleski because, Zaleski doesn't have that good of a gas tank, and then he was a much smaller fighter there. Jake Matthews also. Jake's Matthews, right, also had an adrenaline dump round one. And he really thought he got the submission finish over Neil Magny in round one. Huge celebration, huge adrenaline dump. And I think, Jake Matthews just didn't have it inside him to finish Neil Magny. Neil Magny in round three is a monster. So, back to what I was about to say. I don't think Lightning will strike three times. I think Yaroslav Amosov is going to do what he does best. Immediate double leg, immediate takedown, RNC sunk in, round one submission. I really see that's how it's going to go, dude. I don't think Amoslav has the best striking, and I think he knows that too. I know that he pushes his wrestling, and I've seen him do it in most of his fights. I've been waiting for his UFC debut. For him to be given Neil Magny, I think the UFC probably does want to build him, because Neil Magny is a great test, a great name on your record, And if he happened to lose, everyone would be like, it makes sense. Um, Neil Magny has a huge grappling hole. Like, I don't want to say like it's like way huge where it's always going to be exploited, right? But most of his losses are due to the fact that he was out grappled and put on his back on the ground. And you're giving me one of the best guys to ever do it in a different organization outside of the UFC. And he's known for his wrestling, he's known for his grappling, he's known for his submissions, like 11 submissions. That's the most common way he wins by. Magny a little bit deficiency in the grappling. Give me Yaroslav round one submission.